We on?
We're live?
Live TV?
Holy moly.
Shit, this is a bit different, isn't it? How are you, mate?
I'm real good, mate. How are you?
Christmas time, can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. Look at that beautiful tree.
Bloody
that
hell.
certainly wasn't you and I that put that up.
No, not a chance, mate, not a chance. Hey, welcome everyone to the last version of Axon's live Q&A, whatever platform you're streaming on. For those that don't know, my name's Ryan. No, my name's Robbie. This is Ryan.
Last time I checked.
Not even close. Your wife will be bloody... She'll be offended, mate, that I just called you that. Yeah, go ahead and hit us up with all things, what's going on in your world. Let us know what you're dialing in from. And we're going to talk about all things property here for the first 15 or 20 minutes.
Yep.
Very special event tonight. The whole Axon crew is going to dial in live from their home studios to say Merry Christmas to you. So I'd love to be able to do that. Go ahead and let us know where you're dialing in from as far as all the comments go. I can see one person's given us a love so far. To be surrounded by that was phenomenal. And but Jesus, good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back in this atmosphere. It's good to be back in this vibe. It's good to be back in this space, and everything's brand new. And hopefully you missed me a tiny bit as well.
Sure.
Pause for effect.
I was like, how long do I pause there for? No, of course, mate. And I think, speaking on behalf of the rest of the Axon team, like moving into this office at the end of this year has been just a breath of fresh air for us. It really is just the vibe in here. It's a beautiful space. We've got plenty of room to move. The feng shui of it all, if you like. Like, it's a really special office to get to speak to people and do our thing.
Yeah, so good, mate. We've got sort of 15 or 20 minutes or so before the rest of the team's going to start coming in online.
Cool.
End of the year, reflection. What have we done? What impact have we made?
What are the key events?
Yep.
Et cetera, et cetera. And I hope you don't mind. I just sort of made a couple of notes here, and stats are stats, and stats don't have emotions, but certainly, so we were able to bring on, between myself and you and Luke when he was here.
Yep.
About 90 people came in and they were, accepted into the long-term coaching program. That then transitioned into about 90 expressions of interest that have been dropped as well. And I just checked before, there's now 99 people that are currently in the build space, building houses.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, mate? It just means there's just so much impact that we're having on the community. We've got, 531 houses on the ground now with over $300 million of wealth that we've created for the defence community. It's just phenomenal. I mean, you've been here with us for a couple of years.
Yeah, getting there. Yeah.
And certainly, mate, how does it feel, like the tangibility of who we are and what we're doing? Does that just pulse through you when you're here?
Yeah, it's. I've never experienced anything like it. Obviously, being a client, I have, but to be able to sit down with people, get to know them, talk about the planning, the property, and then just see their journey. Like, it's really something special to be a part of.
Isn't it?
It is.
And I know you're starting to get a flood of, you did a connection call with some clients the other day. They're not quite ready to go. They've got to go on a savings plan, all that sort of stuff. And they're messaging you already saying, thank you so much. We already feel better about this. Like, how's, really
warm, heartwarming messages where there are people out there that reach out to us that just aren't quite ready to go for a various number of reasons, but we still put that plan in place because it gives them the gates, the milestones, all the things that we talk about. Yeah. And, I got a lovely message from a couple yesterday that just said, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with us and putting this plan together, because we were a bit lost and we're now, very hopeful for the future. And they've got to do a few things first, but they've certainly got a plan to give them the best opportunity to create some wealth.
Hope is not a method. We know that, right? And certainly when people come to us and they're ready to go, they've got enough cash and they've got enough borrowing and they've got the right circumstances to get started, excitement is the way they're feeling.
Yep.
Right? But when people are not ready to go and they're like, oh, this is going to be another couple of years until we can sort of get started here, hope is the only thing that they can cling on to.
Yeah.
And when we provide them that clarity and by the coaching and all that stuff that goes with it, when we're talking about the numbers, like helping 100 defence families, as a whole, build 100 houses every year on year, and it's going to be maintained for the next fucking 20 years, however long that's going to be, is bloody phenomenal. But here's one of the stats that I wanted to drag out. I'm like, I knew it was pretty good, but like at the end of the year, I brought up the spreadsheet and tallied it all. We're sitting at 88% of all of those people are either repeat clients, that is people that are coming back around and doing another property, or a direct referral, i.e. someone who's already used our services has made a direct introduction to one of their mates. The fact that people are buying $600,000-$700,000 assets plus, and the fact they want to be able to do it again or tell their mates about it, the better part of 90% of the time, bro, as the owner of this firm and ultimately the one who's responsible for everyone's experience here and your happiness and the culture and the, everything else, I can't put into words how that makes me feel. Yeah. And I want you to feel amazing being a massive part of that.
It's really, really special. It is. And, you're being in defence, it's a small world. If someone's done wrong by you, that message will travel far. On the flip side, we've got people that are talking about us outfield, in the brew room, at Afghans, wherever it might be. And it's very rare these days that I speak to someone that is coming to us that hasn't spoken to someone that has found us, organically. Right. It's incredibly rare.
So let's give everyone a little insight. When someone reaches out to us and makes any sort of inquiry, books a connection call, fucking the landline phone rings here. Some people think it's the DHA or DHA hotline.
You DHA, yeah.
But the first thing we do, we're like, right, who is this rooster?
Yep.
We're not stalking everybody. It's more about who else do we know, how in this ecosystem, how is it that we can sort of connect with this person? And, you're absolutely right. Like, it's more often than not that someone knows someone that knows someone. It's just bloody phenomenal, isn't it?
And the numbers speak to it.
I remember when you first started, you're like, oh, no, like you'd play yourself down all the time. I only did 4 years in the military. No one's going to know me. Fast forward a couple of years of you being here. We started in January, February, 2 years ago. Jan. All right, so let's call it 2 years. I'll give you a month for free.
Yeah, cool.
I'll give you a mulligan.
Appreciate that,
all right. I'll give you. You can tap that one in. So many people. It's more often than like, I work with that guy over here, and then just the web just goes.
The web goes, yeah.
Yeah, that bloody defence community stuff. So, mate, I love the impact that we're having. The ADF connection that we've got is just phenomenal. And when we did our planning meeting down in Villarreal I was trying to think of. And when we sort of brought up the numbers and like, we're still hitting all of our KPIs. About 100 clients a year is what we want to be able to hit. And like interest rates are at an all-time high. Market confidence and market sentiment's actually not that good. Even though it's not a 7 ingredients to a healthy property market, confidence in the consumer occur when interest rates do come. You watch the demand grow then. So it's like we're still hitting all of our numbers, and they're internal based numbers, but we're still having such a huge impact on so many people, and the macro market conditions are so tricky to get into. I asked Caitlin, I said, what do you reckon that is? Do you remember what she said? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I can't, mate.
She said, she goes, you know, Caitlin's not a coach or not a property specialist. She goes, I think it's the education and the coaching and the mentoring we provide. And I'm like, that is fucking spot on.
Yeah.
There's only one way that people have the confidence that they're like, all right, even though interest rates are high, even though the banks are being incredibly, you know, scrutineering everything, even though that land acquisition is difficult, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I still want to get into the property market. And it's so cool, mate. And obviously it starts with us. It starts, you know, with the things we're talking about now, et cetera. What about you? What's been the biggest wow or aha moment that you've gone through so far?
This year?
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about this a little bit before. The office for me has been huge, the office move. I think it's just the next iteration of Axon. It's really going to allow us to flourish in more ways. So that's been, and that was in late in the year, right? That was only a couple of weeks ago. I think the other part, the biggest highlight for me was, we actually knocked over a fair few client meetups this year.
Oh,
yeah.
How good are they?
Yeah. I didn't get to go to all of them, didn't get the call up for all of them. That's all right. There will be more. But yeah, just the ability to get on the road and meet people face to face. We do meet them over Zoom, of course, but actually meet them in the flesh.
I'll do these ones. When you spend your life on Zoom like this, the old video referee call. Righto, take it upstairs, fellas. Let's go. On the little screen.
But yeah, like getting to have a beer and getting to chat to someone face to face was really, really special. Yeah.
Shake their hand.
Yeah.
Look them in the eye.
Yep.
I'm real.
Yep.
Yes, I'm short. Yes, I'm shorter than what you thought.
Yeah, I'm shorter. I got a bit more hair. Yeah.
But it's good, mate. It is. So what did we do? We did Brisbane. So I'll go in chronological order. We did Townsville
first. Yeah, we went up
Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne.
Was it Brisbane one in there?
Brisbane and Perth. Perth or Brisbane. I can't remember which sort of how that sort of happened. But yeah,
went around the country.
6. Yeah, mate. It was bloody gold. And I met a guy over in Perth. Zach is his name.
Yep.
I met him in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
He had just met his missus, F-35, F-18 pilot, now F-35 pilot.
Yep.
Flying on by the seat of his pants, probably literally. And he just met his missus. Now they've built 2 houses with us. He's married with 2 kids. I've seen their lives evolve. And I met him for the first time in Perth in August.
That's crazy.
It was fucking great. We was like going, we cannot believe we've now finally met. Like we spent hours and hours and hours and hundreds of emails over the last 5 years with the team and the rest of the Axon team, was just so good. So what's the key message there, team? We are absolutely coming to every single one of those places again next year.
Yeah, have to.
Interestingly, Darwin didn't get that big a response, and I've got to say, flying to Darwin is problematic and it's expensive.
Yep.
And I know it's very cyclical in nature up there. Fucking as soon as it's not raining, everyone's out bush.
Yeah.
And when it's raining, no one wants to fucking be there. So it's a funny place. But yeah, we are coming to another place, to a place near you. And for those that are already inside our community, and you see and hear on the grapevine that we are coming, bloody make sure you be there.
Yeah, they're a good little catch.
All the beers and all the bars and everything's on us. You just need to rock up, bring your A game attitude as you always do, and we'll see you there. So that's going to be bloody amazing. Yeah, for sure, mate. I love it that your highlight was moving to this office.
It really was. Like there's been a bunch of great things obviously this year, but I truly do believe that this is going to be the next sort of iteration of Axon. Like I'm really keen to see what we achieve next year.
Yeah, and. Tamara and I bought the space, and we provided it for everyone. And just to know that you're one of our senior members, it's really resonating with you. That we've got fresh start, fresh energy, all fresh. Like, what about the pods?
Yeah,
you and I are in them literally half the day. It's probably so good.
When we're both in one together, it's not great. But
that was today, wasn't it? We should have picked a bigger one for that one. But yeah. Hey, how are we going there, Dubs? Are we going to start to bring a few people on? All right.
Cool.
I know we've had a couple of technical glitches, everyone. Thanks for bearing with us. And I can see it off in the background, but I'm like, it's fucking Christmas. I don't care. I'm here talking to you. Let's just have a fireside chat,
Yeah.
and go from there. But yeah, Angie, can you hear us?
Hang on, she can't yet.
Right,
10 seconds.
10 seconds or so. No worries. What else? Mate, there's a lot of things that can happen in 10 seconds, especially when you're in a stress position. Karina on Facebook said, what a magical background. Kieran said it almost looks like they're outside, and certainly I think it's going to get a little bit darker as we progress through the next
Hope we're not
40
outside.
minutes
It's
or
pissing
so.
down out there.
Can you hear us, Angie? You got it coming through. Yes.
Hey.
Hello. Talking about superstars. What have you came in on, mate? What were we talking about when you first joined us?
I was just listening to you guys talking about how awesome the office is, and it's like absolutely great and incredible to see.
Oh, good. Well, mate, you're the right hand woman for Tammy and I. You are the 2 IC/3 IC of the business, and I know that when we go away, the amount of input and love and care and support that you provide the rest of the team is second to none, mate. I know you want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, but I'm really interested, Angie, about what has your highlight of the year been so far, mate?
Apart from the office move, the beautiful day team retreat that was absolutely here.
Well, you designed it.
Yeah.
You created it. You made it happen.
Yoga, CPD. We wrote a letter to ourselves, and we also read the letter that we wrote to ourselves last year. Had a lot of fun activities.
So good, mate. Yeah, and it's something I continue to be so proud of, the fact that we have the vision and the resources and the intent, and people like you, Ants, to make it happen there. We are going to have a retreat every single year. So, for those people that are lucky to join us over the coming years, then, and if you've been enjoying seeing the retreat go by, then you're going to come and join us one day. It'll be good. Angie, what's an amazing key? I mean, as the assistant general manager, HR rep / manager, and just everything else that me and Tammy don't want to do. You're also the client care manager, and you're literally calling people like you did the other day to Kai, who built a house with us all the way back in 2018. You're still reaching out to people on the back channel. They're like, what do you love most about your core role? And what's the Christmas message that you got for everyone going forward?
Yeah, well, the thing I love most is the biggest things I'm proud of is the team, the happiness. And that absolutely oozes then into our amazing clients. But yeah, like I said, being around with clients that have been with us so many years, not only the older clients, see so many inspiring new clients coming through, and those stories have been absolutely incredible.
I love writing those success stories, and I noted that you did a success story for the amazing Sam whilst I was away.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that your first one? I think
First success story. Yeah. Very special.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
It's to be able to sit down and go, right, who were these people when they first met us? What challenges were they facing? What did we do together? And where are they sitting now? It's a little story arc.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So, and I know, mate, based on the work that Luke and you did, especially at the start of this year, you've got a lot of success stories to write coming up. Let me tell you.
Going to be a busy year next year for success stories, that's for sure.
Which is great. Angie, fantastic, mate. What's your Christmas message to everyone? Talk to me.
I would just say it's just such a precious time to create new friends and new families. So it's well-deserved break for everyone. Just have a great time.
Fantastic. Awesome. So good, mate. Thanks so much, Angie, for joining us. I can see Justin Simmons that says evening team there talking about superstars.
He's a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of you may or may not see Justin in the near future, which would be amazing. CJ Wynn said, can attest. Spoke to Angie yesterday, all over everything, as always. Angie, thanks for joining us, mate. You can head off now. See you tomorrow. Oh, I love it. Go that. You're lucky, bugger. This continues to be soda water, I promise, ladies and gents. You don't need to see me on the piss, not on a live anyway. What else, Dubs? Who's the next one? We just got them loaded up back to back, brother. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, just give me a second in between each one, and I'll just prepare.
No worries. In the meantime, I would love to know. Thanks, Nathaniel Welsh. Good voice for radio. What I'd love to know, ladies and gents, on whatever platform that you're listening in on, what's your New Year's resolution? Because it's Christmas time. Then we go into that weird period from Boxing Day to New Year's Eve.
Yep.
When no one knows what day it is. Therefore, every day is Saturday.
Can be trouble. Can be trouble.
Yes. I like to have back-to-back days, and Mrs. is like, no, we need a day off. I probably needed 2 days off, but I'm like, but it's Saturday. I might be a bit dusty Saturday morning, but once the yard arm goes over the clock, mate, we're into it. But yeah, so that's going to be great. I'd love to know what your New Year's resolution is. If you haven't had to think about ones, if you haven't thought about it yet, you got the better part of 12 days to get it sorted. So right in here and commit to it now. Righto, Kieran, you got us there, brother.
He's coming on.
Coming on in a second. Just bear with us while we get this all sorted, team.
Oh,
Kieran's got half a beard, but he's got a way better beard than what I could ever grow. You let us know when you can hear us, Kieran, and start talking, mate.
there he is.
Yeah, am I on?
There's
Yes,
Canadian.
righto. Here's our little KC. For people that don't know,
Look at that beard.
Kieran Spitzer is who you're talking about, but his nickname is KC because he's from Canada, so it's Kieran from Canada. He got that nickname in the first 10 seconds that he walked in. I'm like, you're Kieran from Canada. Hello, KC. And it has been KC ever since. Hello, mate.
Yeah, like my friend actually just telling me with this girl he started the date in Canada. Her name is Casey. I don't like this dynamic.
So, Kieran, you run our marketing department, mate. You're the one that's in charge of all of our branding, all of our strategy, all of our online stuff, the money we spend, keeping Daniel in line, making sure that Ryan and I bloody turn up on time, etc., mate. What have you loved about this year in your space? And certainly, mate, have you got a Christmas message for everyone as well?
Ooh, all right. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a wild ride. Like, the current state of marketing is pretty crazy. It's just all out brawl for getting people's attention. Tammy actually added 3 stories into that Gary V day trading attention, and so many awesome nuggets came out. Yeah, it's just been a wild ride. And we're so stoked for what's to come with marketing, guys. We're going to be just pumping out the content in the new studio, getting a lot more of the staff involved. You can see a lot of like the behind the scenes of Axon, which we're really excited to share with everyone. And yeah, the Christmas best. I don't know, just everyone enjoy the time with loved ones.
Good one.
Cherish your health. You know, you always say is you think you got problems until you have health problems. So always value that. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Well done, mate. I love that. What I love about the marketing space at the moment is absolutely it's a very dynamic and changing area all the time. You know, AI coming into play, et cetera, et cetera. I saw a little meme actually that AI can create professional photos for us. I want to get one done of you and I next year.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because like you, I need all the help I can
I
get.
was going to say, I'm grateful for Kieran because I have the marketing world and the AI space scares the living daylights out of me, I'll be honest.
It excites me, mate. Yes,
It's a good scare, but
I'm the grandfather here, and I'm embracing technology. I promise you.
I'm incredibly grateful for the marketing team to keep their finger on
Yeah.
the pulse so that we can, continue to reach as many defence people as we can.
One of our noisy neighbours, aka one of our competitors, remarked on our marketing recently as being flashy, and I'm like, you ain't fucking seen anything yet. If what you can see behind us here looks a little bit flashy, you wait till you get to see what's inside our new bloody studio over there. So, Kieran, keep doing amazing things, mate. Thank you for everything that you've done this year. I look forward to connecting with you over the next couple of days, and welcome to every day being Saturday soon.
I'm not angry about that beard. I'm just disappointed.
Well, it's funny you say that. I've had resolve in trying to grow this out. I'm trying to get to your level, Ryan. And Tammy actually to my mustache. So, we'll see how long this lasts.
Mate, that's Ryan. That's Ryan day 3.
Yeah, this is like a good 7 or 8 weeks, unfortunately.
Jeez. Praise the Lord.
You're trying, mate. It's good.
Just another update in the marketing space. Just to say in the public forum, we're super excited that the marketing team will be going to LA come March to go to Social Media Marketing World, which we're all very, very excited for.
You're going to fly into LA and then go to San Diego.
Yes. Yeah. It's in San Diego. Flying into LA.
Mate, how good's that? There'll be no one else in our space that has the resources and the will and the intent to send 3 people, 4 or 4 people, whatever it is, to the States. I'm not one of them this year. The States have seen enough of me over the years, let me tell you. I'm fucking banned from that place. But no, that's good, mate. I know you're going to go over there and get world's best practice on everything and make it even more flashier There you go. Righto, Kieran, get out of here. Who's next? Thanks, mate. Thanks for joining us. Who's the next? Daniel?
Happy holidays.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, he said happy holidays there, by the way. Why is it that everyone in the northern part of America says happy holidays? Like, no, mate, that's not what we say in Australia.
Merry bloody Christmas.
Yeah. All right, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. David Simpson joining us.
Just letting.
Let him in, let him know. It's almost like we need a little 10-second gap filler.
Yeah.
It's like we need a wedgie, a shot of tequila or something whilst we're waiting for the next one.
Tequila?
Here he comes. Simo, let us know, mate, when you can hear us.
Well, yeah, I don't think you would need any help in 10 seconds or so.
Well, there you go. I didn't do it then either. How are you, Dave? You're the property specialist manager, mate. You're in charge of Damo and James and Shania. Well, you're not in charge of them. You lead them, guide and mentor them and inspire them to do great things. What's been the highlight for you this year, mate? And what do you got to say to the community from a Christmas perspective?
Mate, I think this year's been awesome. We've had a lot of really interesting things going on, a few different trips around the place, probably just went down and Melbourne a couple of times. I'm exploring the people not even exploring, just revisiting something that we've been doing 6 or 7 years ago in that space. And then it turns out it's now we prototype into the Melbourne market again. We're getting really good results for some clients down there. On top of that as well, moving into the new office is really fantastic. To see Robbie and Ryan living up the Christmas tree today, which is nice. But it's been really exciting for all the new markets and just continuing to help all our clients.
And you're happy with the new location because it's 4 minutes from your house, right?
Yeah, you're the one that's benefited the most.
I don't think it might be. If this bloody rain goes away, I might even push you.
Oh, look out.
I got an electric bike for my birthday and I'm going to ride that in.
Nice.
I'll press the button and it'll...
Yeah, is it riding?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, mine is electric too. I'm not bad.
I think from my perspective, Simo, the location sort of reinvigoration, if you like, of the Melbourne market for our clients has been a big highlight for me from a property specialist standpoint, and it's allowed us to take a lot of clients to a location that's going to give them a great chance of success in the market for sure.
Well, here's the thing. I reckon we've dropped the better part of 30 EOIs in Melbourne since about this mid-year.
Yep.
And if we didn't have access to those properties, we would have 30 clients sitting on our stock sheet waiting to find something that's never coming.
Yep.
Why are you sitting on a train line which fucking the train's not coming?
Yeah.
It's just due to price point.
Yep.
So I'm really, really stoked that, I absolutely echo your sentiment, Ryan, about the huge amount of work that Damo and James and Simo ably supported by the wonderful Shania have done in that space. Righto, mate, you got a quick Christmas message for everyone before you are going to be booted?
Yeah, I just want to say, I just hope everybody has a very, very happy Christmas, has a good break. Make sure you spend some time to be with your loved ones, make sure you like reading books. Nice holiday on your own.
Whoop, whoop. Bevy's in the pool. Rock and roll.
Every day's a Saturday.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us, mate. Take it easy, buddy. Righto.
mate.
Good. Righto, how are we going with everyone's New Year's resolutions? What do we got? James says we can hear. Angie said wedges are not approved. See, the bloody 2IC's on my butt all the time about doing the right thing. That is, you didn't let me finish then. Before I finished.
Oh, I knew where it was going, mate.
Oh, hello, look out.
The Wilcos.
The dynamic duo.
Made a 10-second.
Give them their little 10-second warning. Hopefully they're coming through soon. Caitlin, show me by how many fingers how many glasses of wine have you had so far? 5. Jesus Christ. I can hear you. We can hear you.
It's a school night.
Just one.
How are you? How are you, bloody superstar power couple, the other married couple of Axon? So amazing to see you both. How are you?
Yeah, we're good.
Fantastic.
I thought this would be a bit of a deja vu to the Wilco's client days when we were.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
Yes, we
tip of
did
the
a
hat.
little recorded session when you guys were clients for sure. I love that back in the day. Let's break track for a little bit because we sort of spoke about coaches, spoke about property specialists. Let's jump straight to you, please, Caitlin. As the build support member that's been with us the longest, I know you've seen more trends sort of happen in that space there. And yeah, what have you enjoyed, the most about this year, and what have you got to say to everyone as we enter the Christmas period?
Yeah, no, so I think my biggest favorite part about this year, it's just the handovers and helping clients during that PC time and securing tenants as well. So this quarter alone, we've already done nearly 27 handovers, which is crazy.
Wow.
I don't have the numbers off the top of my head for the rest of the year.
It's all right, buddy.
That's just definitely my highlight.
Well, it's so good, right? 27 times 4 is about 100 when I was going to school. Has that changed?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So that's good, mate. No, we continue to do so. And it's such a huge effort. There's so many things and micro steps that go into getting a client to finish their build.
Yeah.
And having all the inspections done, all the insurances in place, all the property management stuff to have another human live in that space and then make it cash flow properly. So I know that the processes that you have in your space are wide tight. The tactical partners that we use love working with us and our clients because they're so well educated and they know what's going on. And for you to be able to take carriage of that with the rest of the two other girls in the build support team is something that you should be very proud of.
It's certainly evident in the reviews that people leave us. Like I know
true.
The latest one, which is our 100th review on Google,
Mr. Perry
Platypus, I'll name him. He's a mate of mine, but he gave you an absolute rap for the support that you provided him through the build. Yeah, really special.
Yeah, no, he did. He was raving about all of us, and that was a part of his journey with Axon, which was great because I definitely thought he was not happy during it, but he loved it, which was great. But yeah, I'm just thrilled that all of our clients are having a great time with us.
Good on you, Caitlin. Awesome. Have you got a quick Christmas message for them all? Because you love Christmas time. You set up this tree. Like you in Christmas time go, you are our secret Santa, have been for the last couple of years. I got a bit of a sense, I had to ask, I don't mind disclosing this, it's just the three of us and no one else knows. I actually said to Angie today, I'm like, are you sure that Caitlin wants to be secret Santa this year? Because I thought maybe she's a bit over it. She's like, oh no, she's got something up her sleeve for secret Santa this year. So I was going to ably step in there, mate. But if you're able to maintain the absolute legendary status of you being our secret Santa, I already can't wait for Friday morning.
A Russian Santa, wasn't it, or something?
Yes, yeah, Russian Santa is definitely coming back, and I do have something planned. I've got Angie in my OODA loop to help me with execute my plans. And I'm going to get Daniel in on it tomorrow as well. And you guys are just going to lose your mind at how funny I've got a secret Santa plan.
I can't wait.
How did Russian Santa get a visa, though?
Because Russian Santa knows people, okay?
Can't it be a Ukraine Santa? Anyway, too soon. Hello, James. How are you, brother?
Fantastic, as always.
What I've loved, you've had your 4-year anniversary tick over this year.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal. Yep. I've only been back for a couple of days. I've heard you on the phone and seen you communicate with clients in such an improved way from even the 10 days since I left. There's something inside of you right now which you've got supreme confidence and knowledge and understanding of everyone's circumstances, and you just tell it to them how it is, and they love it, and you're getting bloody great results, mate. So I'm really enjoying seeing the evolution.
Yeah, it looks like you're in flow state. It's really cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about, I guess, presenting the facts and minimizing the risks, and then presenting, the next course of action moving forward. One decision, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Obviously, my ex-work being Intel, we always exhaust that. What does it mean? What is the so what? The so what? It's plans moving forward.
Perfect, mate. Good stuff.
And I love the analysis, as you know. I've had fantastic calls this week. Some of them really in depth. Last night, a call with Emily and Sam where they were talking about, the Melbourne market versus the Queensland market. I love to explain to people how the last 3 years have shifted the market between Melbourne, Sydney, to Queensland, and now it's shifting back to Melbourne for various reasons. Sign up for an SP, we'll find out later on down the track.
That's right. Don't even ask in the chat, which suburbs are you talking about? It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's right. Loving it.
Well, it's one of those things, James. You've been immersed in it now for 4 years. So it's easy to talk about things, over the last sort of 3 years. So, yeah, well done, mate. I love it. It's been a real, that flow state analogy, Ryan, that you just used then is absolutely spot on. What's your, with a couple of little ones at home between the two of you, I know Christmas is a big deal in your household. What's your Christmas message to everyone else, James?
Be safe, spend it with family, and make every moment count.
Yeah, I love that,
Awesome.
mate. So true. So
Love
true.
it.
All right, you two legends. It's so great to see both of you sitting there together. I wasn't expecting that.
No.
You're both looking very happy and very healthy. So I look forward to seeing both of you tomorrow and over the next couple of days as we close off the year. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for you two. Daniel, bring in the next ones, please. See you, James and Caitlin. Righto.
What do we got?
What do you reckon is going to happen early in 2025?
Early.
Well, what key event do you reckon is going to occur next year?
If I got to hang my hat on something, it's got to be interest rates. They got to come down.
Got to come down at some stage. Yeah.
When we look at RBA strategic guidelines, when we look at the big banks and what they're all forecasting, they can't seem to all decide on the same month, but it's somewhere around February to May. Right. They're all predicting interest rates.
The first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I used the analogy the other day, and I think someone corrected me. We've all ridden the elevator up, and then the elevator's gone sideways, and then eventually the elevator's going to come down, and someone kicked me under the desk. They're like, "Hey, elevators can't go sideways." I was like, "Fucking thanks, Captain Obvious, for supporting me with my."
thanks, Intello.
Oh, talk about people that keep us on our bloody toes. Struth. Who we got coming in next? Dubs, did I just see?
And that's there.
Oh, the name that's there. Good. Oh, so he Damo also keeps us on our toes.
Well, for me to speak to him, I'm going to be on my toes.
You do have to speak to one of his toes. For those that see Damo, they don't realise that he's a better part of 6'4" and $1.25, and they're like, Jesus, have a look at you go, sir. Damo, thanks for joining us, mate.
My pleasure. I only just walk in the door to pick up Jai from work. So I'm here.
Mate, beautiful.
Awesome, mate.
No dramas. Mate, I know that you've got an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old or so, and like a 10-year-old, whatever it is. Zoe had her birthday the other day. I made that little plaque for her in the office here. And no, I didn't, but I claimed it anyway. So, mate, how's Christmas been in your household over the last few years with some, kids that are growing up and all that sort of stuff? I know it's a very special time for you.
Yeah, it is. It's always good. Make most of any time that I get to spend with them because I don't get every day with them. It's always a fun time, Christmas morning or afternoon, whenever they get in. It's always good. Putting up the Christmas tree is always a big highlight. And Brielle was disappointed. That's my 18-year-old.
Yeah,
she missed out this year because she was at work.
Oh, welcome to the first grade, son.
Welcome to adult life.
Adult life. Yeah.
Exactly.
Damo, you ticked over your 5-year anniversary with us this year. And I think a huge milestone, mate. I love it. You and I met back in 2009 in the lovely sunny Kandahar, and the journey we've been on over the years is phenomenal, mate. But to you to be able to come and spend 5 years in Axon is bloody phenomenal. And for me, I did a 2-hour coaching last night with one of your very dear friends and his partner. And I said to them then, I said, look, the stakes are super high when we meet a client and they put their trust and confidence in us to deliver on why they're there, secure their financial future using property without any of us having a crystal ball. But when you bring in loved ones or family members, the stakes just go higher. And I know, your family's been involved as well, mate. So, Damo, I just loved it that was my last 2-hour coaching that I had for 2024 with Emma and Kev. And, I know you and I were just bloody, beaming with pride and everything this morning after sort of, reflecting on it a little bit. So, with that in mind, mate, what have you loved most about, your year this year and the amazing relationship you have with clients? Because I focus on, the majority of the clients come back that I coached many, many years ago. Therefore, you and I probably coached them. Therefore, you take them on their next property journey. So I know you've had a lot of repeat clients come through this year, I suppose is what I'm saying. How much do you love that?
Yeah, it's great because you build such a good relationship with it. So over so many years and so many hours, just like you do on the calls with them, you just become like everyone sort of becomes a mate anyway. To see them come back around again, and then you catch up and you hear what's been going on in their lives. So it's if it's marriage, babies, move houses, new postings,
Divorce.
You sort of get to catch up on all that. It's a good way to sort of round out the year as well, because there's been so many of them that have come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the last sort of 3 months, there's been a much good.
Yeah, for sure, mate. So good. You heard Ryan talk about before about our pivot down to the Melbourne market. Have you enjoyed exploring that a fair bit more, and again, being responsible to make sure that you can pass on the accurate information for people to make an awesome decision on that?
Yeah, it's good to expand like our borders, if you like, and get to know what the Melbourne market's like.
Zoe's doing cartwheels in the back.
Doing the gymnastics. I love it.
I was gonna hold. I didn't know what was happening. I was gonna hold the camera angle, and she did a backflip. I should have kept it on her.
Look at her. She's doing a handstand.
Holy moly, she's showing off. Look at that.
Oh, that's so good. And then she falls over.
All right, do better, Damo.
20 seconds more than I can do.
Yeah. That's good, mate.
Learning about the Melbourne market, getting for a visit, meeting up with our partners down there as well.
Yeah.
A good highlight for the year. Along with, I feel like there's a bunch of other ones as well.
Awesome, buddy. Well, I look forward to being on here this time next year and saying well done on your 6th year with Axon. So you're an integral part of the furniture here, mate. You did huge effort driving the truck and everything with the move from the old place to here. So all of your efforts and everything you do for us doesn't go unnoticed, buddy. Thank you for everything. We'll see you again next year.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Thanks,
See
mate.
you soon, buddy. Thanks
you,
so
mate.
much.
We just got a message from the GM there via Angie that says, GM passes on her love and Christmas wishes to everyone. She would love to have joined us, but she is currently cuddling her newborn baby nephew.
Oh, mate, has this been a huge bloody thing over the last couple of days? Most of Tamara's friends group, I was going to say civvy friends, but they're all civvies.
Yeah.
Here in the Gold Coast, they've got kids. And she's Auntie Mara to all those kids, and of course she's not a blood auntie to any of them. But yeah, to have now an actual nephew from her brother and his wonderful partner Dom, she is over the moon.
Love it.
She is fucking so good. So yeah, talk about people that are over the moon the majority of the time. Hello, Miss Kelly is going to come and join us. Hello, Kelly. Can you hear us? No, not quite yet. Stand by, Dubs. Can you just yell a bit louder, Kelly, because we can hear you? I know you're like in the northern part of the Gold Coast. You need your bloody passport to go up to where you live sometimes.
Can't do it. See if I can.
Oh, no, I know some of your family's listening in too. They're like, why is it not working for her? I think this might have actually been this time last year that I called her Kelly Dolpher or Dolpher. So whatever it is, I fucked it up
Got it
like
wrong.
I probably just did then. And she gave me a quick little... Anyway, it looks like Kelly's going to be disconnected. Try again with another one, mate. Oh, no, we're just disconnected. Jesus, that bloody happened right on cue. But anyway, let's bloody keep talking about future trends. We've got the 7 ingredients to a healthy property market. And then, market sentiment,
Big one.
is just like the overall environment that people are operating in.
Yep.
And with interest rates that have been the rate where they are, market confidence is actually not that high. And everyone, as you just pointed out, is waiting for that rate drop,
Yes.
hopefully by mid-year next year, to occur. What's your predictions, mate? Once that elevator that was been going sideways, that doesn't go sideways, but it absolutely does go down, what do you reckon is going to happen to the market then, mate, once they know there's a trend that's now started to occur?
Yeah, well, the converse reaction to the interest rates going down is that we will now go into a growth phase, I guess. People's borrowing will go up. People will be able to borrow a little bit more.
So when you say growth, demand will rise.
Yeah, that's right. So, but that also means it could have an effect on property prices as well.
More than likely will.
That means property prices will go up too.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is the people that are almost there on the line need to find a bit of borrowing somewhere to get them safely into the market. This could be the factor that comes into play.
Yeah. Mate, it is. We have, I'd say conservatively, over the last couple of years when interest rates have been a bit higher, 20 to 30 plus clients that are all just marking time.
Yep.
Did you do marking time in the Air Force? No, drill. Fair. And they're waiting on the sidelines for it to come in. And then for the interest rates to drop, I should say, and then they're like, boom, they're going to be in straight away.
Yeah.
So, it is going to make a massive difference. And I think probably only 0.1%, you know, or 50 basis points is going to be probably enough for those people to be able to enter the market again.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll get the plan updated, recrunch the numbers with Deb,
Of course.
get that assessment happening and sort of go from there. But yeah, it's going to be a super exciting time, mate. I guess what my key message to everyone there would be, don't wait until the waves crash before you grab your surfboard.
Yep.
You're going to miss the best ones.
Yeah. The
If
ones
you
that's-
possibly can, get out on the water sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And yeah, ride them in.
The ones that wait for the interest rate to go down to start, I've already missed.
You won't miss out completely.
Not completely,
But you
no,
want to get maximum bang for buck on everything you do, right?
Yep.
Because everyone's got the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The one resource that we've all got the same amount of is not money, it's time.
time.
So we need to be able to maximise that. All right, how are we going, Dubs? We've got to have Miss Kelly going to come and join us now.
But it might be on her end.
Can you hear us, Kel? Give us a thumbs up. Yep.
Hey,
we can
we
hear you
got her.
now as well. Holy shit. Hello, you little legend.
Oh, that's good. I can hear you now. That's so quiet.
Oh, I'm so sorry, mate. Yeah, right. Like, Dubs, you were saying to us earlier today, like, Kelly's been bloody peeking about this all day, and I know you've gone home, you've got yourself all prettied up there, whatever that looks like, and now you're the one that joined us, and it bloody crashed. So sorry about that, mate. Sorry. Hey.
My mum just texted me hello. She said,
Oh, g'day, Mum. You've had a dynamic 2024.
Yeah.
What have you been with us? 14 or 15 months, give or take?
since September
Yeah.
last year. So
Give it? 14, 15 months. And of course, you came in and joined us next to one of your very, very dear friends, Angie, in the client care department. And then a couple of deck chairs moved here on the back channel. And we're like, you know what? We need to augment the build support team even more. So what I've loved about you this year is your willingness to just go, you know what? I now no longer need to be part of the client care team. I'll take everything I've learnt there into a new role. Come at me. Let's go. And I want to be a build support extraordinaire. Tell us on it. Take us on a bit of a journey, mate, about what you've loved about that so far. And then, I'd really love to hear what your Christmas message is as well, please.
100%. Yeah, made the pivot sort of about 3 months ago to build support, and it's been so exciting and more client contact, different things that we're looking at, and it turns out I had a little bit more idea than I thought. The build support sort of stuff, so it's been really helpful. I've been with a great team, and I absolutely love it at the moment. So,
What about the site visits? Like even the three of us went on a site visit on Monday. How good was that? Went and did some videoing. Like that was your first video that we did as well together. Even though Dubs did get captured the very top of your socks, which I know you weren't happy about.
and now I'm mentioning it.
Yeah, it's only the three of us. Everyone's like,
and Joe
what
Rogan.
video was that one?
I just thought I'd rather have no socks and just my feet is fine, but I didn't want my socks to feature.
Stop talking about them then. No, it's good. And I remember when the very first couple of site visits that you went and did with the others, when you very first went to build support, you're like, I love being out on the ground. I'm doing a very bad rendition of you right now, right? But you're like, I got it from you that you loved being out there. You love seeing the houses under construction. You love seeing the slabs go down, the frames go up and all that sort of stuff. So, and obviously we got to see a big, beautiful, completed house the other day. And I know that you know that there's plenty of travel coming up down to Melbourne this year as well, as you get to go down there and see those houses being built. Yeah, just give everyone a bit of an insight now about sort of what you're looking forward to in 2025 and what's your Christmas message.
Well, I've absolutely loved, putting a few more feathers in my caps and just learning, growing is always things that I'm open to. So for the new year, I just wanted to keep growing, be cool, calm, collected, do your best and roll with your intuition, because us being happy and calm and good is so good for our health overall.
Yeah, it is. And I've seen you firsthand, mate, talk to clients, and this I can see the body language and the interaction, like they love talking to you. So just keep being your normal, bubbly, happy self, mate, and everyone will be absolutely stoked.
I was going to say, Kel, I've certainly enjoyed watching your confidence grow over the last, 3 or so months, taking on the build support role and, talking to some of the clients that I've put a plan together for, and just watching you take care of them through the build. It's been really special to watch you grow. So well done, mate.
Thank you so much.
Tell me your Christmas message.
Well, I just want everyone to relax, keep moving, eat lots of yummy food, be present, all of that.
How do you relax and keep moving at the same time? Am I on the couch or am I doing burpees?
No, do stuff.
Oh,
Calmly do burpees.
Calmly do burpees. I know what you mean, buddy. No.
You're not going to be on the couch all the time.
Take-
You're going to be doing stuff every day.
Yes, take a break. It's such a, I just went and had a 10-day break. I've seriously had to work hard with my mindset to go, all right, I'm back from having an amazing holiday overseas. It was 27, 28 degrees over there in December in their winter time. I've come back. It's like 10 days before Christmas. I'm like, I'm not ready for Christmas yet. I haven't had December here. So, mate, I totally understand what you mean, Kel, about having a nice, relaxing period over the break whilst keeping yourself active so you don't come back too much of a fat bastard into 2025 and have to start all over again. All right, buddy. Thanks so much for everything. See you in the next couple of days. Thanks for joining us.
See you, Kel.
Thanks, Kel. Bye. Yes, that early planning piece. Don't wait till April, May to get started.
No.
Get a plan in place. Know where you're at now. Sometimes, remember, we can put EOIs down on stuff now for land that doesn't register until April, May.
Yeah.
But you've already, you're riding waves that haven't even hit the shore yet.
Yep. You're buying yourself time.
Buying yourself time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody great.
Yep.
Who's the next one we got coming up, Dubs? I know we've only got about sort of 7 or 8 minutes to go. That's it. That's
Dubs.
Holy shit. What about, mate, come here. Come over here and just squat down in between the two of us. Come over here. You can speak into my microphone if you like.
No. You've invited me to do that before.
Yeah,
I'm not falling for that
Look
one
at
again.
this, ladies and gents. This is the maestro behind everything you see in this brand. Your patience with Ryan and I,
Jeez, yeah.
and Luke when he was here. Your creativeness, the inclusiveness you have with Caitlin doing the clicking fingers,
The vision,
and
yeah.
just all the different videos that you provide and create, mate. It's just bloody phenomenal. So a really public setting, the 4 of us. Us 3 and the one person that's watching.
Joe.
Thank you so much for everything you do, mate. And I know that you've worked in a few other firms before that maybe haven't allowed you to spread your wings as much. But yeah, tell us how you're enjoying being a part of Axon 2024 podcast studio, and happy Christmas message.
I said it to you today when I showed you the studio for the first time, but the trust and belief that you and Tamara have in me to go to Dubai, leave me with the credit card and say, I can build a studio.
I wake up in the morning and there's all these transactions on my credit card. Thankfully, the majority of them were from Temu, so it wasn't that expensive.
But it looks expensive, so that's where it counts. But no, and for me to sit here and say I've got my own studio and my full creative leeway on everything that you see, it allows me to put up with when you make me get in front of the camera once every 18 months.
Once a year, yeah.
Well, it's good, mate. How impressed have you been with Ryan's video skills with no formal training?
Oh, yeah, amazing. And you're going to see more and more of Ryan. We've got some interesting things coming up. If you like that Perth video, we're going to take things in a different direction with both the boys. And yeah, it's going to be a really exciting year in the new studio, in the new office. New energy.
New ideas, yeah, it's going to be cool.
Mate, I thought you were nearly going to bloody fall off your chair when you come back and sat down. You're like, so, there's the Perth market, let's go. Oh, it was really
All right,
good.
let me wrap this up on the back end now, mate. I'm not sticking around.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, well, Lyle, look at all the comments. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely got a head for behind the camera. No, fair enough too. No, thanks, Jono, for that comment, mate. What have we got? We've only got a few minutes to go. I know I've got a call straight after this.
What do we finish off with?
You go.
New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, good one. Good one. No one's fucking written any.
Our audience
Not that I can see, although I know the chat's been sort of up and back a little bit more as we go. I'm not huge on them.
I'm not either. And we never had a chat about that.
We have not had a chat about this. We're like, let's ask everyone else what their New Year's resolution is. We'll be able to talk about their ones. Because I don't know if I was on the podcast today or not when we already started it. I feel like New Year's resolutions is I'm going to be on carnivore diet. Mm-hmm. It's not sustainable in a lot of cases. Yep. How do you know when someone's on a carnivore diet? They're walking around telling everyone, right? How do you know if there's a pilot in the room or someone that does CrossFit? Oh, did you know I do CrossFit? Oh, thanks for fucking telling me, mate. I didn't even ask or care. So I guess What I would say is that as opposed to making one New Year's resolution and go, that's going to be the one thing I do this year, there'll be the suntan effect. By the time March comes around, your suntan's faded and you'd fucking forgotten long ago about the big one thing that you're going to change in your life.
Yep.
I would sort of put forward, just try a different approach with something.
Yep.
And incrementally change your habits day on day, month on month, and eventually when you make a change and you make it a habit, it becomes permanent.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So longevity, I suppose, would be my guidance there as far as what that's going to be. I honestly have not, like I've come back and already having a number of conversations with a bunch of people in the office here about, look, this is how I want to try and refine things for next year. Whilst trying to drink the plain dry of Johnny Walker Blue in the points first class upgrade in Emirates that we really enjoyed. Thanks for coming. But mate, I don't have a New Year's resolution for now, and I'll fucking think about that. Like I'm one of these guys. Even when I was going to Dubai, everyone's like, "Oh, you're looking forward to your trip next year, or like next week?" I'm like, "I'm coaching 4 clients between now and then.
Yeah.
I've got to get that out of the way, and then I'll be like, sweet, all that's done. I don't have any responsibility anymore. Now I can focus towards doing something."
Yeah.
Christmas, I've got a coaching session tonight. I'll feel way better tomorrow morning going, I don't have any more responsibility to coach clients this year. And you know how much I love coaching clients.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about now, when you don't have to worry about it or be concerned about it or put emotional energy towards it, then I'll start to get excited about Christmas and think about a New Year resolution from there.
Yeah.
That was a shit, wishy-washy answer. I apologise, but that's from the heart.
Fair enough, mate.
You?
I'm not a big, similar sentiment, not a huge, I'm going to make one drastic sweeping change, because in my experience that doesn't work. Yeah. I've set a few little habitual goals for myself that I want to carry into 2025. You know, I've got a bit of a goal to read a book a month, and to do that in bed at night instead of, phones and stuff. So just reading a few pages every night. I'll tick that over. I'll get a book under my belt a month, and at the end of the year, I'll have 12 books done.
Awesome.
Not a huge, world-changing goal, but just something that I think will really impact my sleep health, and also just whether it's fiction or non-fiction, it's just a different thing to consume information.
Yeah, good.
And then I've got some fitness goals and stuff as well, but who cares about that sort of shit?
Mate, I do. You've entered a couple of triathlons, some small entry-level triathlons over the last couple of months.
Yeah, so I'll keep
What did you
doing
get?
that and see
Third the first one, and you won the second one?
Yeah.
Can ride, can run, can swim.
For a short bloke, yeah, I do it right. So yeah, I'll continue that, but nothing else other than that, mate. And then professionally, Axon-wise, just really just want to see how we can improve again.
Yeah.
And that'll, like you said, come back in January after a good break, sit down and go, all right, what's 2025 going to look like for Axon and for us as the coaches? How can we improve?
I reckon that once those waves start crashing and interest rates have started to come down, there will be a big influx. So a lot of people won't take our advice now and go, maybe we should try and get started before it actually happens. But once that market sentiment changes and they're like, we need to get on this train right now to buy our own home or buy an investment property, or we're going to get priced out of the market again, I reckon there'll be another coach by this time next year. It'll be the Robbie and Ryan show, I reckon, until the middle of the year.
Yep.
My gut feel is. But we are always scouting for the next coach to emerge, and in some way, shape, or form, I know for a fact that we will go back to having 3 coaches again. And I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to occur, but I find that very exciting.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I want you to be excited about that too.
Yep.
It's a stellar part, to have the responsibility of initially meeting a client, building rapport, know, like, trust, then do business with someone. Guess whose heads that's on? Mine and yours.
Yeah.
And it's very thrilling, isn't it? It's like the whole bloody Forrest Gump. Life's like a box of chocolates. People have watched us on the videos, but when that screen pops up on a connection call, we're then now seeing them for the first time.
Yeah, I still tell people I'm in the RAF and they go, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how do you know that? Oh, that's right, it's the videos.
So no, it's a really, really thrilling part to be able to do that. So I'm just so incredibly grateful to be doing this. I told the clients last night with 30 seconds to go or so, I loved my time in the military, but this was what I was put here to do. And and we'll be back bigger, better, stronger, even flashier marketing next year and beyond. And can't wait for all of you guys to be a part of it. Have a wonderful Christmas and awesome New Year. We're back on deck on the 13th of January.
Yep.
We'll be back behind the desk a couple of days before that and the week before, just doing some internal admin. But yeah, 13th of January, we are full steam ahead. I want to see every single one of you guys there then. And for everyone else that hasn't reached out to us yet, see you as also.
Love it.
Thanks,
Can't
brother.
wait.
Thanks, Dubs, for making all this happen. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. See you all again in 2025.